discuss the 37 topic, that is related to lens, which is a part of ray optics. So one of the important topic in ray optics. So what are all the types of questions? Based on what questions will be asked, that is what we will discuss it. So one thing, throughout the optics chapter you need to, ray optics chapter, you need to take care of proper sign convention. Like object side is always negative and other side is always positive. So that kind of proper sign convention if you consider, then only you will get the answer correct. After that you need to remember all the formulas based on which questions can be asked. Then understand the question and try to apply it. So like the very first thing, if you consider any lens, whatever may be the lens, concave or convex, you consider a lens, there are two curved surfaces, 1, 2, and for each curved surface you can imagine a sphere, there is one center and there is a line joining the optical center of the lens and the center. So here this axis is called principal axis and this is called center of curvature, first center of curvature. Similarly, if you imagine another sphere, there you will get another center of curvature. So there is two center of curvature, there are two radii of curvature, and there is one focal length, focus. So how do you define the focal length? You knew it. But here the formula for focal length is n2 by n1 minus 1 by r2, 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2. So this is the focal length of a lens in a medium. So this is the formula, first formula, important formula. What is that? Focal length of a lens. So here what is n1, n2? n2 is the refractive index of the lens medium. n1 is the refractive index of the medium in which lens is placed. And r1, r2 are radius of curvature of first surface and second surface. Then for convex lens, r1 is always positive, r2 is negative. So that the focal length is positive in air medium. And for concave lens, r1 is negative, r2 is positive. So the focal length always negative. So the convex lens acts as a converging lens and the concave lens acts as a diverging lens. So remember this basic data. Then if we go further, there is a lens maker's formula that is related to the initial velocity, the object distance and the image distance, that is given by 1 by v minus 1 by u equal to 1 by f. So this is image velocity, this is object velocity, this is focal length. So the distance of object or image or anything we always measure from the optical center. This is the optical center. So one more thing also you need to remember, that the ray formation or ray diagram rules or image formation rules. Like if the ray is coming parallel to principal axis, it passes through the focus of other side. If it passing through focus, after refraction it becomes parallel to principal axis. And if it is passing through optical center, it goes undeviated. These are the three rules you must remember in drawing the ray diagram of image formation. Now one question is based on focal length, another question is based on lens maker's formula. Now they can ask you the question like, if f is the focal length in air, then it will become n minus 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2. And f dash is the focal length in another liquid, another medium, having refractive index n dash. then 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2. So that here they can give this value, they can ask you this value comparison. So if you take the ratio, then these two will get cancelled. Now you will get the focal length. Or if the medium refractive index is less than refractive index of the lens medium, then it acts like a converging lens. If n dash greater than n, then this is less than 1, so this is negative, then it acts like a diverging lens. So negative focal length means diverging length, positive focal length means converging lens. So these kind of question they can ask based on the focal length formula. So finally the conclusion is focal length of mirror is independent of medium in which it is placed, but the focal length of lens depends upon the medium in which it is placed. Now consider the second equation, 1 by v minus 1 by u equal to 1 by f. Based on this, they can give you an object is at some distance, u value they will give. They will give focal length, then they can ask you what is the image distance. Also here they can ask you what is the nature of the image, whether it is real or virtual, whether it is inverted or rect, or it is enlarged or diminished. How do you decide that one? By finding first magnification. What is the magnification formula? V by U, or height of image by height of object. If magnification is greater than 1, enlarged. If magnification less than 1, then diminished. Now similarly, if you consider the magnification sign, it may be positive, it may be negative. So magnification positive means both are either above the principal axis or below the principal axis, object and image, plus plus or minus minus. So that correct. If one is above, one is below, one is plus, one is minus, then magnification is negative. So that it represents inverted. And for a real object, so u is always negative. If you find v, if v comes negative or if v comes positive, v comes negative means object side, that is virtual. V positive means other side, then it is real image. So this is how you will decide the nature of image, nature of the image formed by a lens, whether it is concave lens or convex lens. But in case of concave lens, there is no question of real image, always virtual image forms. Remember that point also. Or else if you substitute in the formula also, you will get it always. Now after that, the next question will come based on power of a lens. What is the other one? Power. So what is the power of a lens formula? 1 by focal length, and 1 by, always you have to take it in terms of meter, so that it will be having the unit per meter. This per meter only we call it as what? Diopter. So this is the power of a lens. So F positive means power is also positive. If focal length negative means power is also negative. And here one more question will come, that is combination of powers. Like you take thin lenses and kept them in contact. One focal length f1, f2, f3, so on. Then the combination acts like one single focal length, where the resultant is given by 1 by f equal to 1 by f1 plus 1 by f2, so on. So here the resultant power is P1 plus P2 plus so on. This is the combination of thin lenses in contact. And here some little bit difficult question will be asking. That also I will tell you what kind of question will be asking. Let's take one example. Suppose consider this is one convex lens, this is one convex lens, and this refractive index is n1 and this is also n1, and they placed in a medium n2. Now this space, whatever this space is there, that space is filled with some medium, some liquid or something. Now it is looking like it is the combination of one convex lens and one concave lens and one convex lens. And this focal length f1, this focal length f2, this focal length f3 if you consider, then the resultant focal length is 1 by f1 plus 1 by f2 plus 1 by f3. So this is how you have to take. And how to find f1? You know the formula. It is having the refractive index n1. It is in the medium n2. So n1 by n2 minus 1 into 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2. Like that you have to take. So this kind of questions will come. But in all these questions, calculation is important. Now, one more type of question, that is based on cutting of lens. So cutting of lens. So if you take a lens and if you cut it into two equal parts like this, so each part is having same radius of curvature. So that if this focal length f1, this focal length f2, then f1 equal to f2 equal to same f. There is no change in focal length because same two curvatures. Like for the big lens, if you take 1 by f is n minus 1, first one is r, second one is minus r, so minus of minus plus. This is the focal length. So f equal to r by 2 into n minus 1. Now if you take the each part separately also, same thing will come. But if you take the same lens and cut it like this, then one is r, one is infinity. Then this is 1 by r, this is 1 by infinity means 0. Then the focal length will become n minus 1 into 1 by r. So f1 equal to f2 equal to r by n minus 1. This is double this of. That means the focal length becomes double that of the original lens. So based on this also questions can come. Now one more thing based on the silvering, final thing. So final important thing is silvering of lens. So what is silvering of lens? You take any one part, suppose, and you silver one side. Then it acts like a mirror because the light cannot refract here, it will reflect. So now it is acting like a what? Mirror. But the whole combination you can take it like this. First the ray undergoes refraction, then it reflects, mirror, then again it come back, so it undergoes refraction. It is a combination of lens, mirror and lens. So the resultant focal length is 1 by lens plus 1 by mirror plus 1 by lens. So that the resultant focal length will become 2 by FL plus 1 by FM. But here you just take the magnitude only, don't take negative, only magnitude of focal length of mirror. So this is how you will find the resultant focal length, then you will apply the formula. So that this is the one more type of question. So this is how, if you consider the lens, so the finally if you conclude it, one is based on focal length of lens in air or in medium, and the other one is the based on the lens maker's formula, and based on that another one is nature of image, and another one is like combination of lens, and another one is power of lens, and another one is cutting of lens, and another one is silvering of lens. So these kind of 7 kind of questions they can get it, we can get it in the entrance point of view. So please remember each and every type and practice the questions as many as possible. Just practice with proper sign convention and with a care of calculation, that is enough. So this is how you can deal with the topic lens. Some high level questions will come, little bit combination of lens with mirror, but if you are interested to do high level, then you can go for that combination of lens with mirror. So lens with mirror. So but basic kind of questions and important type of questions, what kind of questions can come, that is what I have discussed. So hope you all understood. So what kind of questions mainly we have to focus based on lengths. And let us consider two questions based on whatever we have seen. So there is a combination of two lenses which are separated by 2 cm and focal lengths are 5 cm minus 5 cm, and one object is at a distance 20 from first lens. Then what is the position and nature of image? So you take the first case. The object is at 20 cm and the focal length is 5 cm. Then what is the corresponding V? 1 by U plus 1 by F. So 1 by minus 20 plus 1 by 5 equal to minus 5 plus 20 by 100 equal to minus 15 by 100. 5 3s are 520. So V is minus 20 by 3. Minus 20 by 3. The not minus plus. Plus 20 by 3. So positive means other side. So this side. But here there is one more lens at a distance only just 2 cm. That means what happens is here the object ray goes and its image should form somewhere. What is this distance? Actually 20 by 3. Now here there is one more lens at a distance 2 cm. Now this acts like an incident ray for this one. Then what is the object distance? Virtual object distance for this lens? U is 20 by 3 minus 2. So how much it will become? 6. 14 by 3. So U is plus because virtual object. Now U is this much and focal length is how much? Minus 5. Then what is the final image? 1 by V equal to 1 by U plus 1 by F. 1 by 14 by 3 minus 1 by 5. If you calculate, you will get V is, just take the calculation, 3 by 14 minus 1 by 5. 15 minus 14 by 70. So V is how much? 70. So positive value. Positive value means what? Other side. So this side at a distance 70 centimeter. So at a distance 70 from concave lens, at a distance 72 from convex lens. So this is. So V positive means what kind of image you can say? A real image. So real, and V is positive, U is negative. So that what kind of image you will get? Final and initial, if you compare, the magnification will be negative. Magnification negative means what kind of image? Inverted. So real and inverted image forms at a distance of 70 centimeter. Similarly, let us consider the other question. That is based on combination. There is one plano-convex lens. Plano-convex lens. One side plane. And there is one plano-concave lens. So plano-concave lens. Now this focal length f2 and refractive index mu2. This focal length f1, refractive index mu1. Now these two are kept in contact such that plane surfaces are parallel. That means like this. Now this is f2, this is f1. Now take first f2. 1 by f2 equal to. Now mu2 minus 1. So 1 by r minus 1 by infinity. So similarly, if you take the other one, 1 by f1 equal to mu1 minus 1. 1 by infinity minus 1 by r. So that 1 by f2 is mu2 minus 1 by r. 1 by f1 is mu1 minus 1 by r. Mu1 minus 1 by r. So here it is a combination, means the resultant focal length is how much? 1 by f1 plus 1 by f2. So you have to take the combination. So this is the way you can solve the questions like combination question, combination of lens question, or lens makers formula based questions. So try to take care proper sign convention. So So hope you all understood. Thank you.